Welcome to the Explainer. All right, today we are jumping headfirst into the, let's face it, chaotic, totally captivating, and yeah, surprisingly complicated world of reality TV. I mean, it's a great question, right? Why are millions of us, myself included, totally glued to our screens, watching complete strangers' relationships just explode? What is that all about? And look, this year, the world of reality TV is just bigger than ever. It's not some niche thing anymore. It's this massive, sprawling universe that has absolutely exploded. And honestly, it's a huge part of our culture now. So we're going to break down the shows that, let's be real, we're all talking about. But we're going deeper. We're going to look at what our obsession with all this drama really reveals about us. And you might be surprised. Okay, so first things first. Let's talk about the 2025 reality TV universe. And I have to say, it's so much more than just dating shows. If you're still thinking it's all roses and hot tubs, oh, you are way behind. I mean, seriously, there is a genre for everyone now. You've got these intense strategic games like The Traitors, wild dating experiments like Married at First Sight, even entrepreneurial shows. And then, of course, you've got these crazy reality adventures and family dramas that kind of make you feel better about your own family holidays, right? But here's the thing. There's one ingredient that's constant across the board, and that is extreme, raw, and yeah, often viral drama. It doesn't matter what the show is about. Drama is the fuel. It's the engine. And that engine is just redlining right now. And if you want a case study in this kind of peak drama, this viral spectacle, we have to talk about one moment. A moment that didn't just go viral, it absolutely broke the internet. You probably know what I'm talking about. Yup, Montoya, por favor, 3 words. If you were anywhere online, you couldn't escape it. It came from the Spanish show La Isla de las Tentaciones, basically their version of Temptation Island. So let's just break down this viral meltdown. You've got a contestant, Montoya. He's shown a video of his girlfriend with another guy, and he just snaps. He absolutely breaks down, shouts, kicks over an iPad. Then he starts sprinting across the beach, trying to get to the other villa. And all you hear is the host frantically chasing him, yelling his name. It's pure, unscripted chaos. And the numbers, they're just mind-blowing. 110 million. That's how many views this clip got just on X. 110 million. This wasn't just a moment on a TV show. It became a global thing. So that brings us to the big question, the psychology behind our obsession. Why do we watch the chaos? What was it about that moment of raw public heartbreak that was so completely captivating to millions of people? But here's where we need to dig a little deeper. Is our on-screen obsession maybe masking an off-screen problem? You know, it's so easy to just dismiss this as junk food TV. But what if our fascination with this stuff is actually saying something really important about a disconnect in our own lives? Yeah, this is the real-world connection crisis. It's this idea that life just doesn't look like reality TV. And that contrast is everything. We're watching these super intense, fast-tracked relationships on TV, but for so many of us, our own reality is, well, a lot more complicated. And a big part of that is something called analysis paralysis. You've probably felt this. It's when you overanalyze a situation so much that you end up doing nothing. You're so busy thinking about every text, every little thing, that you're basically paralyzed and can't make a real connection. There's this amazing quote that just hits the nail on the head. We have become so emotionally intelligent that we're dumb. Think about it. We all know the lingo now, right? Gaslighting, love bombing, attachment styles, but sometimes we use all that knowledge as a shield. We're so busy diagnosing people that we forget how to just connect. And that's the huge difference between on-screen relationships and what's happening in the real world. On TV, it's all high-stakes drama, public betrayals, forced proximity. You have to deal with things. But in our lives, it's more about the fear of rejection, that digital disconnect, and just constant overanalysis. But okay, let's talk about what's behind the manufactured drama, because we can't forget there's a real human cost to all this entertainment. These are real people, and for them, this is definitely not a game. And sometimes the experience can actually be healing. Take Ashley from Temptation Island. She said, "To be honest, it was a very healing experience because I blocked him after the show, and I never looked back because it was the same gaslighty situation. The show forced her to see her relationship for what it was, and that gave her the strength to leave. But the reality for these contestants is just brutal. Imagine being constantly pulled away for interviews, having to relive and analyze every single moment. They talk about feeling down bad, just totally overwhelmed in this bubble that's literally designed for drama. And the crazy part? A lot of them say they only understood what really happened in their own relationships by watching it back on TV with the rest of us. Okay, so let's tie this all together. What does this all mean? What does our viewing habits, our obsession with their drama, actually say about us? It's like a reflection in the screen. Here's the bottom line. Reality TV isn't just mindless escape anymore. It's a mirror, a big, dramatic, sometimes messy mirror. It reflects our own desires for connection, our fears of rejection, and yeah, our struggles in a world that can feel pretty disconnected. So when we're watching that drama unfold, maybe we're seeing an amplified version of the passion we want or the clarity we're searching for in our own lives. And that really leaves us with a big question, doesn't it? So, are we watching their drama to feel more connected? Or is it just making us feel more alone in our own reality? Is it a replacement for connection or a way to understand it better? Something to think about next time you hit play.